everyone, welcome to another video. If you are new, I want to welcome you, and if you're one of my regulars, welcome back. My name is Sophie, as lots of you know, and I'm going to do a birthday haul. Now this is a really big birthday haul. It's probably the biggest haul I've ever done on YouTube in my 12 years on here. So I want to say this video might be a little bit long. Get yourself a drink, sit down, chill, and let's hang out. I've got a bag from Dior, I have a bag from Louis Vuitton, I have a bag from the most amazing Asian brand that you may or may not have heard of, and it was very affordable, and it's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life actually. I've got beauty items, I've got perfume, I've got a custom made suit which was also very affordable, and I'm going to tell you how much I paid. I'm going to show you what it looks like on and tell you where I got it from, because this place is worth a visit. Okay, so I'm going to start with a beauty item before we do a bag. And this beauty item, I want to give it a quick mention because it is something that I started using just before I left for my trip. So we were away for a month, we were away for a long time. I started using this before my trip and I actually took it with me and continued to use it on my trip. This is my original current body. This is an infrared LED mask, and I've been using this since 2021. It's very good. It's given me good results, can't deny. I've always had laser, but the last time I had laser was around about 2020. No, 2019. Yeah, 2020 when COVID hit was the last time I had laser. And my redness started to come back. And then I started using this mask, and I did so much research into this before I got it because I just thought, you know, is it actually going to do anything? Is it just like a gimmick? Is it going to work? But I was actually very pleasantly surprised by the results. They do say the results take like a couple of weeks, I think they say. I found it took a lot more than that, you know. I found that to get results, it was like a couple of months, but the results were very good. I'm going to link to a video below that only went out a couple of days ago, but you may have missed it. And it's all about these masks. So if you're watching this and you're kind of interested, these work amazingly, not just on redness, which has gone for me, but very fine lines. Pore size has improved for me. I've still got large pores, but they're greatly improved, as you can see from the before and afters. But also really good for acne. If you've got spots, if you get acne, it dries them out super quick. Series 2 has got more LED lights in it than Series 1, so it's stronger, and you really do feel that actually when you use it. It doesn't get hot at all, so don't think that you wear it and it cooks your face. It doesn't get hot. It's just very good. So if you are interested in that, I will link to that video below. Some of my before and afters here. It's also excellent for hyperpigmentation. I had that around my eyes. I also had it on my chin, and my fundamental desire really from using this is that I wanted to get to a point where I didn't have to wear foundation if I didn't want to. And I feel like my skin is so clear, and I can only put it down to this. It's genuinely brilliant. I will say, like, being completely transparent, if you have got deep lines that only Botox will resolve, that mask might soften it, but it's not going to get rid of it. And I feel like that's a really important thing to say actually, because I think it's good with these, you know, when you're investing in such items, it's good to have a realistic expectation in your mind. So if you want clearer skin, brilliant. If you've got deep lines, etc., then it will help, but it's not going to get rid of it. So just to let you know about that, and I'll link to that video below. Okay, let's do a bag. I've actually just stuffed this because please use your imagination slightly, because this has been in my luggage and it's all crumpled. But a lot of you told me, oh Sophie, in Tokyo there's like what was the word, pre-loved stores all over the place. And I didn't quite realise how many there were until I got there. And you'll be walking down the main high street in Harajuku, I think it was. And when you come off that street and you go into the back streets, that's when you see all of these pre-loved boutiques. And guys, the stuff wasn't expensive. I mean, do you know why it wasn't expensive? Because of the yen. Because the yen is weak, I was looking at things, people were telling me, I'd be like, oh, how much is that? And they'd tell me, and I'd be like, under my breath, like, oh my God, is that it? Yeah. Honestly, when I tell you how much I paid for things, you may or may not be surprised. But the first thing is this bag. And please use your imagination. It's very, very crumpled. I've tried to stuff it with something just now. They stuffed it beautifully for me and it was keeping its shape. But when I packed, I had to flatten it, and that's what's happened here. And it also comes with, on the side, can you see it comes with its padlock that's got Dior written on it. It's got the D things here on the handles. And the more, I am going to get a liner for this, which will help keep its shape some more. But this bag, I know it's crumpled. It looks very sad, doesn't it? It was not like this when I got it. This bag was £495. £495. In fact, I've got a feeling it was a bit less than that. I'm going off my memory, but it was like under 500. So that was the first bag. I'm gonna show you a suit, which was custom. When I was in Singapore, I'll go back to Tokyo in a minute because I got more from Tokyo, a lot more from Tokyo. But I have got this pair of trousers, and they're like my favourite pair of trousers in the world. They're these. They're Chanel, and I bought them probably about 3 years ago now. And one thing that concerns me about them is I wear them so much, they're starting to look a little bit tired. Particularly like on the seams. You know how, like some of the seams I can borderline see through where the stitching is stretched, you know, when you sit down in trousers and what have you. And I thought to myself, before I left, I remembered this tailor in Singapore who made me a suit last time I was over there. And I thought, I'm going to take my bestest trousers, the Chanel ones, and see if he can make me a duplicate. And he did. And I was very impressed. And I was reluctant because I had to leave with him my trousers, and I was worried that he was going to take them apart to make the template, but he didn't. And I went back to collect the duplicate pair and my trousers, and I'm very pleased. The material is very different to the Chanel trousers. The Chanel trousers, the material is, what is this? I almost want to say it's like a polyester. Is it polyester? What is it? Cotton. Yeah, it's cotton. And it's quite, like the fabric's quite stiff on it, so when you wear them, they really keep their shape. He didn't have, the tailor didn't have material that was this rigid. All he had was a very thick wool that's got a slight texture to it. And so he said to me, this is the best I can do, but it's still gonna hold its shape, but not quite as much as these. And I thought, for the price he charged me, he did these trousers for £100. For the price he charged me, I thought, I'm okay with that. And as soon as I got them and I tried them on, I was so delighted. It just means I've got like a second pair and they're in the same cut, which I love. He also made me a jacket, and this particular jacket, so you pick the wool, or you know, you pick the fabric. This is wool, 100% virgin wool, so are the trousers. I love the lining. He chose the lining for me. This is a silk lining, and it's got like the logo, like their label in there. It's got 2 inner pockets. It's very, very well done. And this, I took in a picture of this jacket from Miu Miu, which I'd seen at Bicester Village, and I really liked it. But the one at Bicester Village, it was over, I feel like £1,500, and it had a pull in it that was quite obvious, and it was on the arm. And I thought, you know, A, it's got a pull which is visible, but B, you know, that's a lot of money to ask for a jacket in the first place, but it's damaged, you know. And so I liked it, but I didn't buy it. And I thought, I'm going to get my guy in Singapore to make me a version of that jacket. Now, when I showed him the picture, he said, I'm going to do all of that, but he said, I feel like we should make it a little bit longer than the picture and more tailored on the waist, so it doesn't look like a box. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to take your word on this, because he knows what he's doing. And he made me this, which fits beautifully. I love how it fits. He's done the covered buttons down the front. He even matched the pocket. There's like a little pocket here on this side. It's got the buttons on the sleeves as well. And I was really pleased with that. And In total, for the trousers and the jacket, he charged me 800 Singaporean dollars. What can I say? I think for a custom suit, I was very pleased with that. Let's do something else. I'm going to do another bag. And this bag, let me remember the brand name of this. Oh, it's so sweet. Let me straighten it out a bit, because again, everything's flattened from my suitcase. It is by Samantha Thavasa, and it's, from what I understand, it's an Asian brand. And this is what I love. Like, when I'm sick to death. I've been saying it in the vlogs actually, which you'll come to hear about once they're live. Sick to death of Zara, H&M, the usual suspects on the high street. It doesn't matter whether you go to London, Rome, it doesn't matter. It's the same old shops everywhere. And it gets so boring. And for example, with Rome, when we went a few years ago, there were loads of beautiful little Italian boutiques there selling leather goods, belts, boots, jackets, whatever you wanted. When we went there 4 years later, those shops had gone bust. They weren't there anymore. We were asking locals, like, where are all of the small Italian boutiques? And they were like, most of them aren't here anymore. But there's a big Zara up the road. It's just kind of like that. But when we went to Tokyo, in particular, loads and loads of Asian brands that were different, that were pretty, that were cute, and I couldn't stop buying stuff. So this is the next thing I bought. This is removable, so if you don't like that, let me just tuck that in a minute so you can see how it looks without. This bag, which again is a bit flattened. Oh, isn't it annoying when you got to shove everything in your luggage and it all gets ruined? But this bag is, you could get it in 3 colours. Cream, this sort of pink colour, and then a beige. And it comes with this charm on the front, and the crystals were extra. So what you get is, I'll show you what you get. This is basically what you get. That's got the pearl underneath. And then if you want to spend a bit extra, which I did, because it wasn't a lot, I decided they've got all different charms that go on the bag that are crystals or pearls or whatever you're into. And I decided to get this one, which is like an AB crystal charm. Then they had the cutest little animal charms. And I had to get this one because it's a rabbit. And as you know, I have rabbits. And it is removable. If you don't want it on there, you can remove it. But I thought this was the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Now this bag, with everything on it, was £80. So, and cheaper if you don't want to get the little charm, or if you don't want to get this small metal one over here, £80. And it's got like a proper fixed base on it, like a solid base. It comes with a crossbody strap, which is leather crossbody strap or shoulder strap. It does up with like a little magnetic closure. It has got an inner zip pocket and an open pocket on the other side. And I'm actually going to use this tonight. I'm going out tonight, so I'm going to use this evening. I just love it. Just love how it looks. Very, very sweet. I'm thinking I might get some twilly scarves to cover the handles so they don't get ruined by like hand cream, things like that. But yes, very pleased with that. Now I'm gonna do the Louis Vuitton in a minute. But before I do that, I wanted to show you some other stuff that I got. So I got 2 pairs of sunglasses. I told you this haul was big, you know. These are from Gentle Monster, a brand I've never heard of. When we went in the store, we were both really taken aback by how amazing it was in there actually. And I'm looking around and I'm like, oh my god, these glasses are really nice. And they come in these pink boxes. And this is the case. So it's like metal, silver metal. And then the first pair I got that like, oh, I just love them. I just absolutely love them. They are these. These also, this brand comes with, I think they said it was like a 2-year warranty. So, I mean, it doesn't help me because they're only in Asia. So if anything went wrong, I'm a bit stuffed. But, you know, anyway, here we go. This is the first pair. What do you think? I thought they were so cute. I love pink. What can I say? I really like pink. And if I show you some close-ups, this is what they look like. I love the details on them. I think I did see some Gentle Monster sunglasses on Farfetch, but they were a lot more expensive than they were if you could get them in Tokyo. These were, I mean, they were expensive, to be honest, but you could get them in Singapore as well, and they were 100 Singaporean dollars more expensive in Singapore than they were in Tokyo. These were just under £200. In fact, they might have been less, because I remember it being 37,000 yen, which is a bit under £200, thereabouts. So that's the first pair that I got. Then I got another pair when I was in there. Same box. Same tin. And these are quite different. I was going to get these in pink as well, but David said to me, you got so much pink, why don't you get another colour? So I did. They are these. Are they showing up on there? Is that better? And again, I love them. You could get the version where the arms and the hardware was all black and then the lenses were pink, but these are blue lenses. On camera they look orange. It's very weird. In real life the lenses are blue, very light blue, and I really like them. And you know, it's really weird. When I was in Tokyo, I said to David, I was like, oh my God, like I can't stop spending over here. This is crazy. And you know, when I got back, you know how when you've been somewhere and then you look at your bank account when you get home and you're like, oh God. But I don't regret a single penny that I spent. I'm so glad I got all of it because it was all such a good price and things that I can't get over here. The next thing that I got are a pair of sneakers. I don't have the box. I had to ditch that in Tokyo because it wouldn't fit in the case. These are Adidas sneakers, limited edition, Asia only. And this is all pony skin. Like, you know, like cow skin with the fur on it, basically. And then it's got crackled silver. And also, where did it go? Okay, I've got something else that was an Asia exclusive. I was literally out there looking for Asia exclusives. Where is it? I don't know where it is. Basically an Adidas. I'll try and find them and I'll put a clip in here if I can find them. They had Asia only laces that look like ribbon, and that you could get them in different colours, but I really liked them in the pink, and you get the pink and the cream in one pack, and I need to put them on these shoes because I think it's going to really jazz them up. But I can't remember how much these were, but I won't have spent a fortune on them, that's for sure. Now I have something in here which I haven't opened. I bought it in this shop called Lily, which is on Cat Street in Tokyo. I have done a vlog about Cat Street, and also two of you, Helen and Amanda, that I met when I was in Tokyo. I've given you a mention in that video too, because we were talking about Cat Street. And I bought this, which is just a simple hoodie. Oh, I love it. It's just a simple hoodie, but it's quite oversized, and I like a hoodie. I like grey, but soft grey. And this is what it looks like. I'll come in closer and show you the bow. Yes, this is it. And is there a price on this? This was quite a lot of money. For what it is, I thought it was a lot. This is this was 17,380 yen, which is about £80. Which is quite a lot, but I just loved that detail when you got up close. Like, the girl actually was wearing it with like a little skirt, and it looks so good. I don't really wear skirts, but I would be wearing this with trousers. What else did I get? I got so much. I got loads of Hello Kitty. Look at this. This isn't Hello Kitty, this is Miffy, but how cute. So cute. So I got one of those. A lot of these are gifts for other people. I found this. Look at this. This is Asia exclusive Hello Kitty wearing a little kimono, and I'm going to keep this in the wrapper because I got a few that I like. I want to say collectors. Look at the back of it as well. It's got like the bow on the back of it. I got... David won me this on an arcade machine. On the first day, no, on the second day, we found this place called TV Asahi, or I think that's what it's called. Please correct me if I've pronounced that wrong. I did have it written on a bag somewhere around here. Anyway, we went in there and there was like an arcade, and we were trying to win on these machines and we were just not getting anywhere. And there was this one machine that had the biggest prizes ever in terms of size, and it was where this was from. David said, oh, do you know what? We've got a few coins left. I'm just going to go and try and win on that machine. So I went to try first and I failed miserably. And then David tried, and on his first go on this machine, he won. And there was someone working in the shop nearby, and she actually came over and was like, David said, because they were selling these in the shop and these were quite expensive, and he was like, I get the feeling she didn't like that we won that, because it was like we won it for like basically 50p, and they want, you know, quite a lot of money for it in the shop, and we just walked out with it for 50p. But I was so cute, and I will always cherish that. That's got good memories. It's got very good memories. How many of you know about these things called Labubus? They are charms, I want to say, collectible, a lot of them, and people hang them on their bags. We were in Tokyo and then in Singapore, and probably more so in Singapore I saw it, but everyone was wearing them on their bags, like guys and girls, everyone was wearing them. I'm talking grown-ups here, grown-ups. And I said to David, what are these things? Like, I low-key really like them. And we found this shop called Pop Mart, and we go in there, and how it works, do I have it here? No, I don't, but I'll put a clip in. You buy a box, and it's like a surprise box, and you don't know which one is in it. Now, there were no Labubus in the whole of Singapore, sold out. Sold out. But you could get other brands that look kind of similar. So, the first one I got, I'm going to take it out of this Dior bag because I actually used it to stuff the bag. The first one, oh yeah, I also got cinnamon roll, the little puppy dog toy there. The first one I got, so when you open the box, they come individually sealed, so you don't know what you're going to get. This is the first. This is called a meatball. How cute is that? I know it's really silly. I know that's so silly. Is it going to focus? There we go. And he's dressed as a panda. And, you know, you just hang it on your bag. It just adds a certain something. People actually buy clear protective packets that these go into, and then they clip them on their bag. They are that collectible. Some of them are more collectible than others, and they do the clear cases actually on Amazon. The next one I got is a BOIS. So this is different. This is like a different one. And it's this. Very cute. This is meant to be, he's meant to be dressed as an elephant, apparently. It's got like a little bow on the back. And just very, very cute. So again, just imagine, this colour doesn't work with this bag, but you know, on there. Then I did get another one. And I got this, okay, so I didn't like the colour of this one, and I went back in the shop and bought two more, and they were the ones that I just showed you. But this is the other one that I got, which is a bear. I really wanted it in pink, but I was not lucky enough to score the pink version. What else have I got? I've still got I've got a Louis Vuitton bag I need to show you. I bought, for people in my family, loads of Japanese sweets. I bought from Le Creuset some custom chopsticks for David and I. And they come with the rests that you can lay the chopsticks on. That was £30. Kind of a lot for what it is, but we're big into Asian food, and we have got chopsticks, but they're not that flash. And when we saw those, we thought, even David was like, no, I think we need some chopsticks. Next up I have some perfume. I didn't get this actually in Tokyo or Singapore. I was sent this, but it's beautiful. Look at this box. I actually need to put the perfume in it because I sprayed myself with this just a moment ago. But this is what it looks like. And it's by Fragrance de Bois, which is a brand, I've spoken about this brand a million times. You know I'm a big customer of this brand. I love it. And this is one of their newer fragrances. It's called Sirene or Sirene. And it's got pink Swarovski crystals around the neck. This is all gold plated. All the gold on here. It's cut like it's faceted, the way the bottle is cut. So when you place it on a surface, like in your vanity, the way the light shines through it is how the light would shine through a diamond, basically. And it smells so yummy. It smells like frangipane, almonds. It's sweet, but it's not sugar. And wow, I put this on yesterday. It's like a hint of oud in there as well. I don't know if there's actually oud in this fragrance, but it's really nice. And I put this on yesterday. David actually said to me after I put it on, he was like, what are you wearing? That's really nice. And I said to him, it's this, it's new. So that's really nice. I got loads of tea from TWG. Got my favourite ones, which are vanilla bourbon. And then I introduced David to this when we were on holiday. We were in the hotel room. He was like, I fancy one of your teas. And he tried this because I said to him, that's my personal favourite. He has been hitting this box. £25 for one box of tea. This was in Singapore. Singapore's expensive compared to Tokyo. So I bought Bain de Rose's tea. So rose. Got this, which is vanilla bourbon. Delicious. Which he keeps going for, and I'm like, you need to slow down on the tea because, you know, you need to slow down. Then there was this one, which is Haute Couture tea. This is gorgeous. It comes in a tin, which is like matte pink, and it's loose leaf. So the other ones are tea bags. This is loose leaf, and it's got like a little lid that you pull off on the top there. And it, you know when you get a tea and it smells incredible, but then you add your hot water and your milk, if you take milk, and you drink it and you're like, oh, it tastes nothing like how it smells. This tastes exactly how it smells. It is heavily caramel. Caramel, I want to say vanilla, and a hint of rose. It is the most beautiful tea I have ever tried. I think it's more of a favourite to me than my vanilla bourbon. I wish I got two now because I can see myself getting through this quite quickly. It's a black tea, and yeah, sweet notes of caramel and rose to create a cup of eternity. And it's just, it really, I can see why they've called it like a fashion name, because it really is so, it just feels quite fashion. Okay, let's do this last bag. So this I saw, it's from a shop there called Amore. That looks backwards on there. Hopefully it's not. It's called Amore. And I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I kept going back, and it's not a bag in a style that I have ever seen before. So I have wanted for a long time, you know, the multicolour, the Louis Vuitton multicolour from like 20 years ago. I've always wanted a black version of that. But when I've seen them pre-loved or on Vestiaire Collective, etc., they've always looked a bit tired. And the colour on the print on some of them has worn off. And I've always thought, you know, I want to hold out and get the best possible. And I saw this. And the quality is insane. Like, I don't mean the quality, the condition is insane. To a point where David even said to me, can that be real? Because this bag is like a 2004 bag from memory. And David said to me, it's in such good condition, is that real? And you open it like this, and it hasn't really patinaed or anything. Is that what it's called? You know, when the lighter leather starts to tone a bit down? It looks like this on the inside, and it's got the studs all around the back, just along here. And you know, honestly, comes with like the tags on it that just says if you remove this you can't return it. And I like on the handle as well, the strap handle, that it's got this with the studs on it as well. And this is the same size as the, is it called the Métis? Is that the name of it? That satchel looking bag that you can still get. Same size as that. I like that it's a satchel design. They did have this print, the black, in very good condition in other styles of bag. And there was another style of bag I looked at, which you're going to see in that video once it goes live. But I decided to get this in the end instead, really. And I genuinely did not go to Tokyo looking to buy bags. I was told by all of you that there are these insane vintage shops selling stuff at great prices. This was £1,400. The Dior was £495. So this is what I mean. I think for this bag, when I did look on Vestiaire Collective and they're upwards of £1,700. So it was another deciding factor for me. And also I was looking online, I couldn't see anyone else that had this bag when it comes to retailers that had this bag. And you know when you're on holiday and you know, I don't have forever to think about this, and I dragged it out right until the last day and then I decided to go and get it. And I'm glad I did. It's in beautiful condition. There is no real wear on any of the corners. And just absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I'm so pleased with everything that I got, and I bought a lot more than what I thought I was going to, like a lot more. And yeah, just had like the best time. And then finally, I want to show you what David got me for my birthday. He actually got me a ring, and it came in this box, or it comes in this box. I'm actually wearing it at the moment. It's so nice. It's like a chunky, very heavy ring with a butterfly on it, 24 karat gold. This was the embarrassing thing though, he took me out to dinner. I'm not going to say where he took me because I want you to watch the video, because where he took me was like a dream place for me. I said before the trip, I would have always loved to have my birthday in that particular restaurant, and he booked it. And I didn't know, and I was so excited when I turned up. But anyway, we're at the dinner table, and this was the evening, right? So he hadn't given me my gift then, and to be honest, I didn't think I was going to get one because we're in Singapore, you know, it costs us a lot of money to go there, so I wasn't expecting a thing. And he slid this box across the table, and you know what was it? It wasn't embarrassing, it was actually very funny, but he did it just as the waitress turned up, and I think she thought he was proposing. And she looked really awkward and quick. She like smiled at us, she looked really excited, but then she really quickly walked away. And I said to David, he was like, he actually said to me, he said, take the ring out of the box and then put the box in the bag. He said, just get rid of the box, just put the box in your bag. So I took the ring out, tried it on, fitted perfectly, and absolutely love it. It's the cutest thing. And what I really love is because it's that 24 karat gold, it's really deep yellow. It's that really deep yellow gold, which is my personal favourite. And it's from a shop in Singapore. He got it from Singapore, from a store called SK Jewellery. And he said to me, he deliberately didn't get me a gift from the UK because he said, I didn't really want to cart it across in my suitcase and it get lost somewhere. But he said, I wanted to get you something in Singapore where when you look at it, you've got a memory. And this, I definitely have that memory from. I look at it and I know where it's from, and it's just kind of more fun and more exciting. I'm sorry, I know this video has been really, really long, but I hope that you have enjoyed hanging out. If you've enjoyed this and you're curious to know what the trip was like, as I mentioned at the beginning, I think, I am going to be doing a series of videos about Tokyo and then about Singapore. I'm probably going to start with the Singapore ones first. So keep an eye out for that if you want to hang around with us and see what we did on my birthday. And in fact, I celebrated like a couple of days before as well, just in the lead up to it. So if you want to kind of hang around, then come back and join for that. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.